Hello everybody, how are you doing? Happy August season, happy Leo season, happy new moon, and happy end of Mercury retrograde. So we have been in this very powerful time. I'm Rosanna, for any of you who don't know me, welcome to my channel. Welcome to RozyGlow, which is basically the gift of revelation, the gift of those aha moments that allows us to see clearly the things that we couldn't see, and therefore to let go easily of what no longer serves us, and to welcome the blessings in our lives that are always there, but we just can't see because of our perception filters. So we're learning to live in grace, to live in ease, and that is my joy. I've been told, well, I'm committing to the fact that I channel the Co-Creation Collective, and what I share with you is really an invitation to step out of the battle into being a co-creator of your reality, a conscious, multi-dimensional co-creator of your reality. And I've been talking about this kind of thing for quite a long time, but at the moment we are in a very powerful and amazing time, because what's going on is we've entered into a portal which is really inviting and progressing this ascension out of struggle into thriving. It's almost like well, the better it gets, the better it gets, and the worse it gets, the worse it gets. So this is kind of what people are experiencing. And I work with multidimensional tools, including cacao, mama cacao, beautiful ceremonial grade cacao, and also, well, with crystals. I've got loads of crystals around me at the moment. Selenite's calling me, as is my beautiful peacock ore, which I have here. And if you're interested in crystals, then remember I always have ethically sourced crystals for sale. And we also work with the Oracle Healing cards, the beautiful cards that the lovely Leslie Sloan created here. And if you are interested in these, let me know, because ultimately I find it very helpful for keeping me on track as a multidimensional being. And living multidimensionally in a physical reality where most people are either plugged into a third dimensional consciousness or a fourth dimensional one is challenging. So this, basically, this portal that has opened is really about us integrating our divinity. To put a better word on it, I don't think I can. It's about us being able to integrate fully our God selves, and to leave behind the belief that we are small, that we are powerless, and that actually life is happening to us. So what we're building towards is the Lion's Gate, which is occurring on the 8th of August until the 12th. And then once we come into the 13th of August, we're basically entering into a new crystalline reality, which might sound a bit odd, but if you've been hearing about the fact that we're moving from a carbon-based crystalline structure to a carbon-based DNA structure to a crystalline one, then what I understand this by is the fact that we have another 10 crystalline strands of DNA. So we have our 2, and then we have another 10. So that makes a total of 12. And when we activate them fully, we're able to live in our physical bodies, but also fully aware of our energetic field and how that is constantly creating. So we are restoring this planet to its original intention to be a paradise planet, to learn how to co-create the things we desire rather than the things that we have been focused on, which we have been programmed to focus on fearful things, on things that make us feel as though what we want isn't possible. So these co-creation meditations are really about you being able to step into the driving seat of your life. They are an invitation and a sort of experience of some of my coaching work and the tools that I work with. Essentially, when we come together in this way, whenever you actually watch this is a world service. So I'm giving you a chance, by the way, to grab some cacao if you haven't already, to grab your notebook, to grab your pens, to grab your crystals, and then we'll get on with what we're doing. But essentially, yeah, what you're getting through these meditations is an opportunity to clear something personally for you, to transmute it. So rather than to try and leave it behind, you're just bringing it into love and into light. And then from that, we then are able to move into a new space and time in ourselves. And it's really grasping this now moment. It's really about understanding that through setting intention, through learning to co-create, to envisage, and then clearing up your resistance, that's how things come speedily to you that you desire. So what are the frequencies that are coming to us? Well, essentially we have the diamond flame that's come through, and it is also the diamond flame and the emerald green flame. Now, the diamond flame is about connecting us to our multi-dimensional super universe consciousness, okay? And if that seems really far-fetched for you, don't worry about it, because your soul understands what I'm talking about. It's also about clearing the bloodlines of the inherited dysfunctions, beliefs, misperceptions that have been carried through from one generation to the next, that you or I seem to be powerless against being created in our lives. So whatever stories get created in your lives again and again and again and again, in my understanding and intuition with the diamond flame, it actually just helps those stories to just go, to be done. But you have to go, you have to stop trying to remember them. Otherwise, they'll keep coming back. And the emerald green flame is very much about us being sovereign in our love and our light. So it's not having other people's energy influence us without us understanding how they're trying to influence us. So being sovereign means that we are not manipulated. We're not easily manipulated. So it's these flames that we're going to work with. And the emerald green flame is also very helpful for if you do feel under psychic attack, or you find that as you are growing in consciousness, you become more sensitive to the negativity of others, or the energy that could be called energy vampirism, where people seem to drain you and pull from you, then the emerald green flame is really, really good for keeping you really open to the energies that support your ascension and blocking those energies that don't support you. And they also make you invisible towards those things that might want to scupper your plans. So you have to deal with your own inner resistance. Hello, welcome those who are joining. If you want to say who you are, it'd be lovely to say hello. But basically, yeah, the whole thing with this is about us learning to play consciously with integrity in co-creating from love. Okay, that's what this is all about. Part of the reason we have had our co-creating powers distorted and taken away is because we've misused them, and we forgot that we needed to co-create with our hearts, with our God selves, rather than with our conditioning, which is the ego self that tries to control things in order to feel safe. So we're unplugging from that. There's some really wonderful information that's been coming through. So I've been paying attention to what Aluna Ash, Magenta Pixie, my own teacher Susanna Kennedy have been sharing with us in terms of downloads, and less so going towards the astrology, although it's very important to remember that to have a map, to have an idea of the weather climate, which is what astrology does, or the astrological climate, helps us to plan things and to adjust our perceptions accordingly. And one of the things that's been going on is Mercury, one of the planets, the 6 planets that's been retrograde in July, is now going direct as of today, tomorrow. So we should find communication easier. And I don't like to play into cliches, but because so many people believe in the fact that Mercury does cause all sorts of scuppers and issues with technology and communication, our thoughts become things. So it becomes a powerful influence because we do give it a lot of power. Just like we give a lot of other things a lot of power, like the fact that, you know, anything that's harmful to us has more power over us than our energy field to be able to block it and push it away. And so this is the thing, is part of this RozyGlow focus is about making you aware by bringing more love and light in to how you block your own flow and how you buy into things that actually don't serve you. So before I go any further, I'm just going to get a little toast going with the cacao. So if you're going to be sharing the cacao, then if you've got cacao, this is ceremonial grade cacao, you can just bring it to your heart. If you haven't, bring your hands to your heart. Let's just do a quick little invitation of this beautiful energy in before we continue. Take a moment to close your eyes. And take a moment to just drop into your breath as the source of all that is. And imagine a beautiful sphere of love and light surrounding you. I call this a sphere of compassion. And then imagine also within your heart, there is a little divine spark. And I'm inviting you to ask the smile in your heart to find you. And feel your heart expand and radiate out the love and the light of your little divine spark. Let it radiate out from your heart into your sphere. and down through your feet into your earth chakra. And up through the crown of your head, up through the sun, up through all of the layers of existence into the center of the multiverse, the galactic or the galactic cosmic central sun. Just allow yourself to have an alignment with the Alpha and the Omega. And from this open and aligned and safe space, we invite the Cacao Diva into this meditation, into our hearts, into the space where we can receive the revelations of grace that allow us to let go easily of what no longer serves us, and that allow us to restore balance and harmony within ourselves, our own beingness, so we can radiate that out and support humanity to also do this, whether they're conscious of it or not. So everything does need to be in balance, but that balance, the homeostasis of that balance can change. It doesn't have to be half light, half dark. It can actually be all light with a little outline to define that light. Hey, that's how we can make the shadow work for us. I'm inviting you to lift the filters of your perception and remembering that this beautiful spirit of the cacao plant takes us to the door. She doesn't push us through, so she will help us to see where we need to explore in ourselves. She won't force us to do it. So giving thanks in advance for the blessings, for the realignment of intention, for the letting go of resistance that is coming right now. Thank you, thank you. Just to activate our connection to the Cacao Diva, we're going to chant. So we're going to send the sound Om into the universe to connect with those frequencies that we originate from. The sound Ma into the earth, so we'll anchor those frequencies into our earth chakras and receive easily the love light from the center of the ascending earth paradigm, from Gaia up through our bodies. And then the sound Un is the unity consciousness, the one-pointed space where all things come from and all things come back to. Singularity point, that's it. So Om, Ma, and Un. Let's go for it. Deep breath in. Take a lovely deep breath in. Let the love and the light of all of creation rain down upon you. And gently come back. Okay, we can drink away. So even in that brief moment, I was reminded to remind you that this time at the moment is a little bit tricky for a lot of us. So we're practicing being in 5D all of the time, no matter what's happening around you, holding that focus of being a co-creator and consciously reaffirming and recommitting to those things that are important to you, whether it's grace and ease, whether it's the win-win-win in everything, whatever is important in terms of seeing through eyes of love, staying in that focus, okay? So the thing that's happening isn't duality consciousness, but it's called bilocation. So the way Magenta Pixie describes it is that there's an equal force of negative energy and positive energy charging the earth at the moment, okay? And what that means in layman's terms is the sayings that we have. I think one of them, she said, when it rains, it pours, and the other is a string of bad luck, right? So it's kind of like these two sayings that we know in our third dimensional reality. But the key to actually moving into a place where you're connecting to the positive flow is to follow your heart, to follow your joy, to follow your bliss. And also, in order to make sense of this, you're going to have to open yourself up to new ideas. And in so doing, take the best, leave the rest. And then Magenta was very, very keen to talk about the third point with this was about love thy brother, or treat thy brother as thy thou would like to be treated by thy brother. And she was very specific about the masculine, because she was saying the diamond flame that's coming through is basically this highest frequency feminine energy, like it's coming through the Sophia codes. This is the universal goddess wisdom that is there, that is the ultimate feminine of creation. Okay, so the ultimate divine masculine, the ultimate divine feminine. This gets held in balance if we keep that third statement in the masculine, so we can bring in the frequencies that help us to channel into the space where our North Star is basically deeply trusting in our knowing. So your intuition is really what is best guiding you right now. If you hear, don't do it now, or you feel resistance in you towards doing something, then listen to that. If you feel inspired that something's like, you want to go with it, and in following your heart, you'll always be taken where you most need to go to heal your soul. I'm going to do a video about this tomorrow on the Rosanna Facebook page, about the whole following your heart and what happens when you get hurt. But for now, your light body is getting activated, and what we are doing is we're dismantling an old Stargate system and putting a new Stargate system in place within our universe, with specifically, but this is coming direct from the heart of the original source of all that is, apparently. So we're aligning with that, and the way that we align with it is to basically claim the truth that I am the architect of my co-creations. And there are other statements she has come up with, but the ones I wanted to bring to your attention are ones that have come through both my meditations or my prayers that I do daily, and also just in tuning in and feeling what was right for this particular meditation. And the ones that have come through are, I am the architect of my co-creations. So if you want to write this down, that's great. Welcome those who are joining. I am grace-filled revelations. You can't go wrong with that, can you? When you're feeling crappy, you're like, okay, let me get back to that space of power. I am the architect of my co-creations. I am grace-filled revelations. I am easy transmutation. That means when you're in a space of resistance and things are like, I got stuck behind a traffic jam on Sunday, like a car crash that meant my workshop had to start a whole hour later. Like, it was just insane, impossible, definitely beyond my control. It was how I handled it and what I took from it and what happened as a result that was so important to work with. Transmuting, not getting stuck in it, basically. And then the other ones that came up that I'll read to you because they were posted on Facebook, where I am aligning with my divine design timeline, which is your soul's chosen timeline. I am co-creating with grace and ease, that many of you will know. I am co-creating in 5D, so that is in full power. I am co-creating my personal paradise. I am co-creating the win-win-win in everything. So I will anchor all of those. And more than that are some deeper codes which have come through Magenta Pixie. And my teacher, Susanna, has reminded all of us, the Light Body Adventure team. So I have a membership called Rise, and she has a membership called the Light Body Adventure team for her graduates, as I have one for mine. The flower of life formation. So that's the flower of life. Can you imagine that all the way around the earth, under the surface of the earth, so that as we do this meditation, that is also what I believe our spheres of compassion look like. So that it's made of trillions of little spheres all spinning on their own axis, and they're connected to each other. So again, you can see these are petals leading to center points. And then from there, as we get that connection through our sphere and also through the earth, we are connecting through our earth chakras, and we are spreading this energy across the planet. So this brings in the second coming, the ascension that we're all going through in alignment with Christ's consciousness, or the teachings of Jesus. And basically taking religion out of it, although many people will get what they need from the religions they believe in terms of the guidance that will support at this time. Us learning to come from the heart, us learning to be compassionate and forgiving, us learning to see the good in others, us treating others the way we want to be treated. All of this stuff is the stuff that makes us super powerful, super beings, okay? And all of this stuff is what returns us back to a planet where we don't need to fight, we don't need to struggle. So I know that might seem alien to some of us. Hello, welcome those who are coming along. But It is possible. And the more you create peace and grace and ease in your own life, the more that's going to spread out. So the top dog or top mantra or I am statement I'm going to work with today is I am monadic plasmic diamond light, holding Sophianic immortality. Okay, so it's going to give you the masculine and the feminine to anchor this so that you can bring balance to your own inner family. And you can also strengthen your light body to hold more of your soul light so that you can move forward, because we're basically just being given a super wind so we can learn to super fly, super surf, super sail. But if you're scared of the speed, you see what's going to happen. Remember, it is natural to feel fear, okay? When you're about to do something that you've never done before, when you're stepping into the unknown, and we're all being called to imagine what we want to step into and then step into it. But the unknown is that we don't know if it's going to be there when we step into it. So it's that believing before you see it and taking that step as an act of faith without necessarily having everything in place in the physical just yet, but trusting as you steer course the way that you most feel guided to go. That is going to bring everything else into play. And that is co-creating, that is thriving, that is coming from love. So I hope that's really clear for you, because you need the feminine sense and sensuality. And you also need the masculine boundaries and backbone. And if all of this is like interesting, but I want to introduce you to my Co-Creation Success program, which is a 6-week live course. We're due to run it 18th of August, but we also have a wonderful retreat at the end of September. So I'm playing around with the idea of shifting the date of the Co-Creation Success to after the retreat, so I can get you all to come on retreat first, practice some divine prosperity, practice some self-love, and actually practice some creating with your sexual energy. And then you'll see that you're masterfully manifesting, and you'll be able to manifest co-creation success. And then the next step of the journey, which is doing some coaching work with me. There's a plan. It wasn't my original plan. I surrendered to my soul, which is what we did last new moon. And now you kind of allow yourself to adjust the plans. Just like an architect creates a building, creates the drawings for a building, the details, but then we have to adapt as we go along. We just have a plan that we work with, right? We adapt things as we go. We might have an even brighter idea and go back to redesigning a part of it. We're allowed to do that as co-creators. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so if anyone has any questions or anything they would like to share, please do. I'm not seeing any messages at the moment, so that's great. Not great. Share anything you want. And if you're unclear on what I'm saying, then I'll come back to it. I'm going to put a link to Magenta Pixie's video about all of this for those of you who are up for the extra details, if you like. But I think it's probably a good idea for us to get on now with our meditation. So I've noticed the symbolism. Oh, there was one more thing. Sorry. That is what tools you're using. So to help this shift, because I've talked a bit about the portal that's opened, it's peaking tomorrow to a degree, and then the Lionsgate portal opens on top of that. So the galactic year started the 26th of July. This is a 13,000 year cycle, 1 year. One galactic year is 13,000 years. So we've just started a new one. So Happy New Year. This is the starting of the streaming in of this diamond flame, right? Because this is energy to help us remember how to co-create. Then we're moving into the Lionsgate portal, which is the masculine counterpart to support this energy to flow. That's an intense period between the 8th and the 12th. And then the 13th, we enter into a new crystalline frequency reality. Okay, that's what I've come to understand. So those of us who are already practicing these tools and have done the deep clearing, the deep inner work, will have made the shift by the 8th. We'll really be feeling that diamond light activation. For others, it may take a bit longer until after the Lionsgate portal closes, but the invitation is don't fear the change, embrace it, and use the tools, I am statements, chanting, singing bowls, sound baths, crystals, meditation, yoga, juicing, like keep it light, oracle healing cards, cacao, like any of the tools, herbs, nature, all of the things that you usually do. I'm having to do like yoga like 3 or 4 times a day at the moment, and really feeling that desire to pull into the core. So we'll practice a little bit of that core breathing now to start with. And that will help you to fuel that inner fire, to allow yourself to burn away the fear and to transmute it into excitement for what is coming, because all of your dreams are destined to come true. That's what you're aligning with. I am allowing and aligning with all of my dreams being destined to come true, to materialize. Like, can you take that? Do you want that? So anything that's a problem, what if it's not a problem? I've already started to see evidence of this in the most beautiful ways that I'm going to save to talk about after my birthday, but the better it gets, the better it gets. Let's do this then. Rubbing our hands together and then having a little shake. And that's clearing the resistance, then bringing your hands to your lower belly, okay? Or actually not your lower belly, but your solar plexus just there, okay? Take a moment, allow yourself to close your eyes and give yourself permission to receive your breath. As you receive your breath, the source of all that is, you remind yourself of the crystalline, multi-dimensional, holographic sphere of compassion around you that is the formation of the flower of life. The walls are made of trillions of little spheres, all spinning around their own axis. You get to expand your sphere to be as big as you want it to be. So you can make it as big as the town you're in, the city, the country, or just as big as your room or your house. How big an influence do you want to have? And let it breathe, so the sphere expands and contracts with your breath. And I'm inviting you just to fully breathe, relaxing your belly muscles, breathing fully. And then as you breathe out, pull up your pelvic floor muscles. So squeeze your anus, perineum, urethra, pull them in and up. Pull your lower belly muscles in and up. And then inhale, relax down again. Exhale, pull in and up. I want you to imagine, keep going with that, but just imagine that you're pulling energy up through the crystalline grid to light your fire. You're basically getting the ignition going, you know, that gas little spark, you're getting that going to light the fuel, to light the logs. Inhale, relax, gather that energy. And exhale, pull in and up, pull in and up. Keep going for another 5 breaths. Getting a little taller, making sure the spine is straight. Exhale, pulling in and up. And each time you breathe in, the flames expand within your torso. They expand to fill you up. And as you breathe out, they push up through your body and out through the crown of your head, down your arms, down your legs, all directions. And these are crystal flames, okay? So this is just purifying, clear, infinite love light energy. It's raining down on you from above as well. And then when you're ready, just bring your hands to your heart center. Let yourself sway a little bit. Invite all of your guides, your teachers, the ascended masters, the celestial beings, the star family, soul family, guides that are angels and archangels and ancestors that are of the purest vibrations of love and light and want to support each of us in our ascension, to step into our sphere, to support us, our higher selves from our own divine architecture, architect of co-creation timeline, divine design timeline. Don't worry if you don't know what it means, just welcome it, notice how it feels. Welcome it into your heart. And then please repeat the following statements after me. I am all that is. I am the one self I am. I am that I am. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations. I am the creator of my reality. I am a multi-dimensional being of love and light. I am sovereign. I am creator. I am free. I am aligning with my divine design timeline. I am co-creating with grace and ease. I am co-creating in 5D. I am co-creating my personal paradise. I am co-creating the win-win-win in everything. Take a few deep breaths. I am the architect of my creations. I am grace-filled revelations. I am easy transmutation. I am monadic, plasmic, diamond light, holding Sophianic immortality. I am the cosmic multiversal architect. I am the ancient builder, and the civilization of ancient builders remains within me. I am Lemurian, Arcturian, Syrian, Pleiadian, Lyran. I am that I am. So just feel those energies. You may want to bring your feet into butterfly pose, so you're feeling a very strong anchoring through your core line, which is coming down through our sun. It's coming through our solar system sun, through our universal sun, through our galactic sun, through our cosmic sun. It's the cosmic central sun, the galactic cosmic central sun. It's like way, 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 and yet at the same time right here. And I just see like an ocean of love light pouring through us, reminding us who we are. So just invite the diamond flame in by saying, I am monadic, plasmic, diamond light. Say it out loud if you can. I am monadic, plasmic, diamond light. I am monadic, plasmic, diamond light. The monad is basically beyond the oversoul. It is the kind of, we move from the original spark of creation into sub-creations that eventually lead to our own individual expressions of an oversoul. You can think of this as a tree that has branches to a tree, main branches, and then smaller branches and leaves off those smaller branches. And for each of us, those smaller branches are full of leaves that are our own experiences through our own lifetimes. So we're still part of a bigger branch, and then we're still part of the trunk. So we're going right to source and straight down to the root. Feel yourself. If you know about the tree of life formation, you can imagine a huge tree of life, the Kabbalic tree of life, extending all the way up and out to infinity. So you can receive your God codes. And I'm inviting you at this stage just to open up your energy field through the crown of your head to receive these frequencies, trusting you are safe. Moving it through your earth chakra so that your earth chakra is just below the surface of the earth. It's like the center of your petals in your flower of life. And it's going to just fill up and fill up and fill up and fill up until the pressure of clearing the density of the old way of being makes that chakra just explode the light through the crystalline grid. It fires up around the planet, this diamond, monadic, plasmic light. And it then, as it fires the whole of the Earth's crystalline grid, every being's Earth chakra then sends a direct bolt of this light into the heart of Gaia. And Gaia is the Earth, Mother Earth, the ascending Earth paradigm. So we are sort of sparking up the new Earth paradigm, the new galactic year, this new crystalline vibrational reality. So just send it all the way through you. Know it's going around the planet and also all the way through you. You're safe. And as our Earth's center gets activated as her 5D self, she sends her frequencies back up through us and out through our arms and up through the crown of the head, like a fountain of light that extends right up back to source. So there's this symbiotic awakening up that allows all systems, all channels of love and light, the purest frequencies of love and light to be open. And now create a sphere in front of your face. It feels better in front of my heart, but it's really got to be breathed from your mouth into the sphere. So it might be big enough to encompass both spaces. And allow from your heart the purging of everything that this diamond, monadic, plasmic light is releasing from you. So you may experience this as itchiness or burning or getting hot. This is like the shedding of the snake skin. I actually had a dream, or I was very aware of myself in the middle of the night a few nights ago, and it literally felt like I had a big black snake moving through me. Anaconda energy. And I don't like snakes at the best of times, but this is the diamond, monadic, plasmic light is just moving through and allowing that which is the old story to be released. So I've been very aware of feelings of frustration and irritation coming up. But what came up under that yesterday after I'd done a load of clearing work was suspicion. So these kind of feelings are not helpful to co-creating. When we come from love, we come from truth, we come from knowing deep within us whether something is aligned or not. We don't ask the outside to validate it. So if you're suspicious of something outside, you're suspicious of yourself. So we let go of suspiciousness. We let go of being guarded, on guard, of expecting the worst of people. All of the third dimension is dictated by insurances and policies to protect that one can then use to sue. And there's all of this back attack, isn't there? There's no goodwill, there's no best intention. Just allow, without knowing even what you're releasing, to be released. If you resonate with frustration or resentment or suspiciousness, I know suspiciousness runs through my bloodlines, so I'm releasing for my ancestors, through myself, as each of us is also releasing for our ancestors. And the seeds that we are planting are, after we allowed our soul to take control last month, it's now being divine architect of our co-creations. And I'm inviting you to take your consciousness somewhere beyond time. So just allow your consciousness to expand outwards beyond where you are now, beyond the parameters even of our planet, to the edge of our universe. And allow yourself to recognize there's an aspect of your being, a multidimensional aspect of your being that exists outside of this space and time. Space of no time. And through us having the memory of this aspect of ourselves, this aspect being the creator of the existence we have, of all creation. Just by having the memory, we activate the connection. And we're able to receive the light codes through language, through light, through sound, through word that comes from those who are aligned with God's word, for want of a better word, to be heard through the heart. And we all know when we hear truth. So just touching base with that aspect, you can almost step your hand out of our universal atmosphere and sort of tap that space of no time and bring yourself back with a connection, like a diamond cord that connects right back to now, to you now. And that's like your, okay, when you go diving, you have an oxygen tank, right? And you have apparatus, so you breathe from that tank. So this cord, which is bringing back now, let's see where we want to plug it into. Plug it into the sphere in front of you. And see how the sphere right in front of your eyes is transmuting all of the density that you're releasing. So all of the pain, all of the sorrow, all of the frustration, all of the going round in circles, all of the having to work hard, all of the not having enough, all of the thinking you understood but then you're not, all of the here we go again, all of the why can't I have what I want, all of the lack of love, lack of time, lack of energy, all of the anxiousness, the depression, the rage, all of the unforgiveness, all of the judgment and the guilt and the blame, all of the fear, false expectations appearing real. Release them all. And just see that as you're releasing these things from the cellular, molecular, atomic and subatomic memory, from the waves and particles of our quantum field and photon stream, from the physical, etheric, emotional, mental and astral bodies, in all relevant dimensions, in our physical reality, in all space and time, that diamond flame can actually just push through and keep dissolving all of the stuff that we're releasing. Beautiful. Very good. Wow, there's so many diamonds in that beautiful sphere. I can't wait to get into it. It's just full of diamonds, full of diamonds, full of diamonds. Okay, so the emerald flame is very keen to come through. So just allowing, we need to bring the emerald flame through once we've stepped into the sphere. So just have a look at the sphere as it is. See the connection from your God's self, beyond our universe, beyond the space and time that we know, the space of no time, the singularity point, that diamond thread that connects all the way into the sphere in front of you. It's witness how diamond sparkly beautiful it all is in there. And we're going to anchor it before we step into it so that it stays in that formation and doesn't revert and we can step into it. So please repeat after me. Anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful and gentle. Integration, expression and manifestation. In my physical reality. And in all dimensions of my being, in all space and time. And so it is, and so it shall be. Beautiful. So, the most recent activation we had was the rainbow flame. And that was coming through, I believe, at the beginning of the month. That was July. So now, creating a a rainbow bridge of these crystalline rainbow formations. So we had ruby and amber and gold and emerald and sapphire. There was diamond light, there was amethyst, there was all the colors, turquoise. Just allow yourself to see this jeweled rainbow bridge from your heart into the sphere in front of you. Almost like a slide. Do you want to bounce into it? Do you want to slide into it? Like, however you want to do it, just step on that bridge. And allow that beautiful diamond sphere to come to you, to engulf you. Be in the middle of it. Feel the tingling, feel the excitement of receiving all of these codes, these monadic, plasmic, diamond light codes. You might be seeing like star tetrahedrons and diamond shapes and stars and seed of life and flower of life, sacred geometry. Just let yourself absorb all of these codes. Let them enter into your chakras along your central column. Allow yourself to download the frequencies of the numbers, the sacred numbers that are talking to you. I see 1111, 1122, 1133, 1144, 1155, 1166 a lot. You might see 2222, 3333. Any of these numbers repeated, double, triple, quadruple. They're all giving us codes that connect us to each other, to the souls that are awakening with us and part of our soul story. We are reconnecting into this full unified grid, this singularity point, but first we have to find it within us and integrate it within us. Feeling amazing. So you may get a sense at the moment of your light body being built, the outline of your physical body as you're standing in this space, receiving all of these diamond, monadic, plasmic, diamond light codes. You may be getting a sense of your light body around you, and it might seem like the three-dimensional diamond shape, like the diamonds in a card deck, or it might seem like a six-pointed star. So just allow whatever it is. And see also the sphere around you, your sphere of compassion starting to glow with the diamonds. I'm getting a lot of tingling in the crown of the head. Oh, that's feeling beautiful. So the rainbow flame wants to come through our center. So this is what we anchored last new moon. I am the rainbow flame, I am the rainbow flame, I am the rainbow flame. So let it come through. Down through your central column, down into your earth chakra, around the planet, and then into the core, back up through. So you've got all of the codes to integrate this diamond love light. And really see yourself being gifted at the moment. All of the things you so desire. So any worries you have, flip them round. So give thanks now for the blessings that have come. The influx of the things you feel you need as you align with grace and ease. I am experiencing an influx of the things I feel I need as I align with grace and ease. I am experiencing an influx of all those things I feel I need as I align with grace and ease. I am experiencing an influx of all the things I feel I need as I align with grace and ease. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. You just feel these things forming around you. When you just form the picture of already living the life, so living the you that is as you wish to be, so has all of the resources you believe you feel you want, whether it's love, money, time, new wardrobe, new body, whatever. Like, just take a moment. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and let yourself build it. See images as though you're looking at photos of things having materialized. Great, so just keep getting into the feeling sense of already having it. And now we're going to bring in, it's quite a big one, this one, I think, to seal this. So the rose gold flame wants to come through, so let's let that come through. This allows us to harmonize in our physical reality to receive those things we want to manifest. I am the rose gold flame. I am the rose gold flame. I am the rose gold flame. Just let that move wherever it wants to within this sphere of yours. Anchor it into your earth chakra around the planet. Make it be a magnet for those things you desire. Beautiful. And then bringing down the emerald green flame. And just let this emerald green flame create, it's like moving around your sphere rather than in it. It's just moving around and then down through your earth chakra so that this co-creation is protected. It is invisible to anything that would want to attack it, including your own self-sabotage. And it is radiating that emerald green love light that will be very enticing for that which is aligned. So the feeling of just having the time, having the energy, having the resources financially, materially, the contacts you need to make things happen, the clients you want to work with, the job that brings you joy, feeling yourself every day, feeling blessed, feeling so grateful. You know again and again and again how to co-create. And we'll allow that emerald green flame energy to seep into us, into the parts of our bodies that need to take it. So physical parts of the body that maybe are weaker, prone to attack, prone to illness, or that you fear might be. I am the emerald green flame. I am the emerald green flame. I am the emerald green flame. Beautiful. Okay, so again, just looking around your sphere, seeing everyone there you want, everything nice and relaxed. Life being about enjoyment and grace and ease, and sharing with others how they can co-create this. And when you're ready, please repeat after me. I am commanding an axotonal alignment with the galactic cosmic central sun and the ascending earth paradigm. and my divine blueprint. Allow yourself to drop an anchor from your heart down into the center of Mother Earth. It's a beautiful diamond anchor, could be emerald and diamond. Now start to breathe yourself back. Let's just seal the deal. So repeat after me. Anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate and align. Balance and harmonize. Be graceful and gentle. Integration, expression, and manifestation. In my physical reality and all dimensions of my being. In all space and time. And so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Start to breathe yourself back. As you breathe yourself back, knowing things are different. There's space in the heart. There's a whole new landscape that's just been co-created. Well done. Wow, that was a biggie. Okay, so that kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of the full moon meditation. So what we do as we come back from these seed planting missions, which is the new moon, we, in the full moon meditations, are able to take a deeper purge of the things that maybe are still lingering or new things that come up as we've done the clearing that we have, so that we're fully aligned. We're allowing those things that need to be composted. And also we're able to, as we've cleared our own stuff and aligned with our intentions with the new moon, we're able to hold space to minimize the density of humanity and the collection of fear, the collective of fear. So we offer a world service, but basically I tend to go deeper with the full moon meditations than I do with the new moon meditations, although today with the energies that are around, I really had to go deep with you all. So if you're new to this and it seems like, whoa, then yeah, they're very powerful activations. So really get in nature, get grounded, drink lots of water, protect your energy field with that sphere and the colors that we work with today. Remind yourself of the I am statements. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. That really makes the world of difference to me. I was told in one of my new moon meditations, the same time I was told I'm channeling the Co-Creation Collective, that we were to have a 1 million strong subscription to this channel on the basis that there'd be 1 million people subscribing to Grace and Ease. So if that sounds like something you'd like to subscribe to, hit the button. And if you want to hit the notifications button as well, then you'll know when I'm creating other videos. I'm well overdue another physical yoga practice. So there's a whole multidimensional playlist if you haven't checked it out already. So I will get a physical yoga practice going in the next week or two. And then what else? Well, retreats. If you would like to join me on retreat, then please check out RozyGlowRetreats.com and book up ASAP. If you think you'd like Co-Creation Success to run sooner rather than later, then you can book up to Co-Creation Success as well, and I'll run it. That's due to start 18th of August. It runs 7:30 p.m. UK time, so BST, 6 weeks on a Sunday, and it's about 2 hours online, live with me. I don't do big groups, I do small groups, so I'd love you to join me. And that course, Co-Creation Success, is really for anyone who is in their heads and needs to understand things in order to feel safe. It gives you enough of that understanding to then feel ready to do the deep diving work, which is what I do with my coaching. If you know you're ready to deep dive, get in touch, go to my website, RozyGlow.com, and book yourself a breakthrough call. And I'll be delighted to have a chat with you and see whether the group or the one-to-one coaching I do is most suitable. We've had some huge success stories recently regarding fertility. My fertility program, Conceive with Ease, I have an 87, soon to be higher rate of success. with the clients that I work with. And, you know, some people need to work with me for a few months, for others it's a year or a year and a bit, 2 years sometimes max, but they get what they want and so much more. So this is about you. I love you. I want you to be happy. I want you to have what you want and clear your own resistance. On that basis, I wish you a beautiful, magical, magnificent day. Cacao, crystals, oracle healing cards, blessings you can all find through me. So get in touch. So much love. Take care. Bye-bye.